So I'm here to do an unboxing of the Xarmor U9 Plus, which is probably one of the first ones I might be one of the first owners of this one. I've never seen any reviews or unboxings on YouTube or on the internet, to be honest. And I got this version because the backlit version, which is just a U9BL, is a lot of people complain about problems with the backlighting, and I figured why invest the extra money and have the chance of getting even more frustrated. So that's my reasoning anyways. I saved money and I didn't really care for the backlighting features anyways. Just a plain black box here. Got the instruction manual and the keyboard here. I'm going to take that out. Keyboard is pretty heavy. It feels real solid right now. You can see is pretty, the lettering is really clear, pretty big, pretty bold. So this is my first mechanical keyboard. I'm very interested in how I feel about, to get a chance to feel. The back of the keyboard does have, the levels, so that's nice. And let's see. So far, the keyboard feels really comfortable. It's got a nice rubber coating on it. Looks really nice. Really basic and simple. Everything looks sturdy. I haven't plugged it in yet, but everything feels really solid, real nice. The keyboard does come also with the keycap puller and 4 extra WASD orange keys. I'll probably put that on later just to try it out. And also the Xarmor wrist rest, which is also coated in this rubber, and it feels really nice. Which is kind of funny. It says backlit mechanical keyboard powered by i1, and so you know that this keyboard is virtually identical to the backlit one. It even has the brightness buttons here. The only difference is there are LEDs in this one, and so all the same quality as far as the keycap durability and everything is it'll be identical to the backlit version. So I'm pretty happy about that, and I'll be posting a video up later giving you my impressions and whatnot of this keyboard, so stay tuned. Alright, so I'm back with my Xarmor keyboard. This is my first mechanical keyboard, and this one uses the Cherry MX Blues. Got it all set up on my desk, and I'm going to try Type Racer to see if I feel a difference compared to the rubber dome. Oh, that's not too bad. First attempt on Type Racer, I got 130 words per minute. That's not bad at all, and I mean, the keyboard feels really nice. It definitely, there's an improvement over the rubber dome as far as how I feel. As far as how fast I type, I have to say it's probably about the same, but I already knew that coming into this purchase. Overall, the keyboard, it does feel nice. However, let me just show you some of my pet peeves with it so far. One of the major issues I have with this keyboard is that you can see it's kind of, the keys are wobbly. I don't know, they don't feel very sturdy sometimes when you press down. Like, it doesn't matter while you're typing, but you can hear a distinct sound difference when I hit the backspace. It just doesn't feel as tactile and responsive for whatever reason. Actually, all the ones with stabilizers underneath feel kind of cheap and flimsy a little bit. And someone on Geek had shown, I don't feel like taking it off again because I did earlier, but someone on Geek had shown the reason why it feels this way, and I'll put a link on the video below. And it does feel a little cheap. You can just see the wobble on anyone with a stabilizer. You can see that. And that's the one thing I don't like about the keyboard. In fact, I might end up returning it just because of that. I mean, the keyboard itself looks great, it feels great, but I mean, the quality just, it might not be there. This is my first mechanical keyboard, so I really have no other mechanical keyboard to compare it to. But compared to my rubber dome, it doesn't feel as, I don't know, it definitely feels a little cheap. And here's another pet peeve I have is, you see the 3 LEDs for the num lock, the scroll lock, whatever. They're fine, but look, when I see that, I feel they shine too bright to the point where they illuminate. Like, here's the num lock on. My caps lock is not on, but it looks like it is on, right? I mean, it just, with the num lock and scroll lock being on at all times, it makes it look like my caps lock is on, and it's not as I don't know, I'm just not as happy with it as a whole as I thought I would be. And I got this keyboard for a pretty good price. It's $75 shipped, so that's the reason why I got this one. And I think it was a good purchase for my first keyboard, but thankfully the store does have a return policy, so I think I might just get a DOS keyboard instead. I'm not too sure exactly what keyboard I want yet, but this is a Cherry MX Blue, and for typing it does feel good, but I do play a lot of games too, and I could see where it can run into a problem whenever if you ride the actuator. You can see it's harder to double tap fast, because once you push down, the actuator goes all the way down and it has to come back up before you can do it again. So you have to let go of the key, and that's how you double tap with the cherry blue. But if you wanted to do like super fast, it's hard to do it. But I mean, it's not really a huge deal. It's not really the reason why I want to return it. The reason I want to return it is because it does feel a little cheap, and I might go with the cherry brown instead. But anyways, to wrap it up, that's the Xarmor keyboard, and if I were to give it a rating, I'd give it like a 7, maybe an 8. It's a pretty good keyboard. You gotta keep in mind the price is pretty good for a mechanical keyboard. Most mechanicals run over $100, and I guess in this case you do get what you pay for. It's not as high quality as I would have liked it to be, but at the same time it's not awful. But you can definitely see where they did cut some of the quality costs on this keyboard, and that's my reason for not wanting to keep it.